Rolling.
So we're down and we're thinking steering wheel dump, right? Hip wheel dump, where like Nick's question, I'm like, I'm not gonna step all the way from the back. If, all right, the context that he's coming at me, right? He's really pushing here, and I wanna come up and head hook him here. Then I'm just getting my hip just in front of him, just a little bit. Now I've got Kesa, right? Where I've got control. I want to, and it might take a second, right? If your partner's fighting, might take a second for you to monitor that hand. Now, from here, I'm really worried about that. He starts putting up in my face, anything here. I can come up, I can switch, right? And come around and control him. I might decide to go 2-on-1. I'll show you that in a second. But now, where am I? Somebody knows this.
Yeah, you're
Right? There's Kimura, right here. That now, from here, like Ben feels that. See that reverse motorcycle grip? Right? Watch how I'm not changing anything, but propping his head up, giving him a little pillow, and how it changed here. I don't know. I'm not looking at his face. I'm looking at you guys. See how Ben's like, yeah, like, oh, there's a little bit, but I'm just going to take that little bit off the motorcycle grip and just come in and put a pillow behind his head and prop him up, and how that intensifies it here. Question?
Can I see that again?
No, fuck you.
So, no, I'm like keeping this real tight. However, I got to it, right? I had this position, whether I was striking him, whatever I was doing here, you know, start doing something that he wants that hand up, I can come in and control it, come up and control. And there's going to be situations that you're just able to come up and control. All right, there's going to be positions here that maybe you came out of it, right? Get his hand up high, pass it off, and control. There's a lot of just playing around to put to the position. I can't even talk. Right in here, right? So you've got that motorcycle grip. I really like. You can see I'm trying to get up more on his fingers than be on his wrist here, and sucking that all in. Now you might decide that you need 2-on-1 here, and then you're going to come into a familiar position, right, and get that locked in. And I'm really trying to keep this any way I can. Any way I can. Even if I gave him space and he brings that up through the middle somehow, and I would collapse down in on it if things went wrong. Pin that thing into him here, right, with your body weight. You don't let that hand come out. I want to keep it monitored and controlled the best I can. Now I can finish that on him. Questions? So you can do it any steering wheel dump. We can do this from a stand and take them down if that's what you felt was the best choice in that context that you were in, that taking them down there was a good idea. Right? And it might just be off of a screw up, right? How you get out of the freaking screw up is really important. We all screw up. Maybe your posture was off on one of those standing ones and you feel like you're getting taken down. Go right here. We're just taking that fall out for everybody's weekend. Questions? One more time, or are you guys good?
I have one question.
Do you want to see it, Ben?
No, I felt every bit of it. If you threw it from under
I'll switch it.
over his head,
Then you're gonna have to go and grab it. Then, you know, if I had him underhooked here, I could. Oh, hey. Oh, maybe I'll take it right there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going somewhere else. Right? Maybe I'm not able to come all the way in, depending. But if you ended up here, you might just go, okay, 1, 2. You might just do it out of order. And play around with that. The first part, I've got a lot of reps on. My buddy Eric, we're refining the other part on Thursday. And how do I tell you guys to test technique?
Try it.
Try it, play around with it, It's working on all 3 of the black belts. So playing around, I'm very familiar with the first part. It's not in Krav Maga, but I do it to people all the time. Right, that Kesa position. It's not a headlock from the side. It's Kesa, Gatame, that you got that good control on them there. The second part, right, was refining that. I'm really good at that first part. I've done that for years. That other part, you know, it's all familiar stuff for all of you, right? But just getting there, and half is just waiting. It might have been Nick and Ben. And I went, okay, I'm gonna shoot your arm up north, and you're not gonna be as strong in there. Like there's at least 1 or 2. You know, even if I came in, if I get them all the way up north, if you did underhook them, it's a whole lot easier than coming off of where we head hooked them down, right? Because now I got to get that arm. It's good question. Just different position. Just play around. You're there. You're just in a little bit different of a context. You know, keeping them in close and keeping this. If you were underneath them, like, all right, well, I got that. You could just go right into here, right? Or you were here. Hey, let me control this guy. Let me get that and hit him a little bit. Let's play around like 1. You know, I was over. He didn't like it. Come up. Let him come up high. Right? That's way easier to control Ben than trying to get him out here. Right? Just go come up here. Whole lot easier controlling Ben up north than out to the side. Right? Ben's here. He's like, F you, he's being all strong. He's like having a flashback.
Tap, Ben, tap, Ben, tap, Ben. Tap.
All right, it wasn't quite on there, but right, he's fighting. He's like, you can't have it, and you're like, okay, just go way up high. I'm trying to take it in. He's saying no. You're like, yeah, just go up there, just go up high, and now you've got it. Grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Okay, give it a try. All right, last thing. 1, 2, 3.